Hello, everybody. I've got a sort of social media or social networking websites or apps or whatever tier list for you today. I think everyone will know what these are. If you're on a computer, you probably use at least some of these or your phone or whatever. So we'll just get started. First one up is Reddit. I quite like Reddit. It's good because you can, sort of just go in the places you want to be. You can like join the subreddits that are interesting to you and just get stuff from that, or you can like sort of go to the front page to get more generic stuff. So I like that there's a mix of things that you want and sort of wider scale things, and it's kind of anonymous in it. Not everyone like just uses the name and stuff. You have a username and whatever. So Reddit, yeah, I quite like it. I would say A tier for Reddit. Then we have Twitch. This is one I used more when I was a bit younger. When I had sort of more time, I didn't have a job. I had more time to just watch a live stream. I also feel like it used to be better. I feel like there used to be like less adverts and stuff, and um, just it seemed to be better as a whole when it were maybe not as successful as it is now. Or maybe that's just looking back with rose tinted glasses. But Twitch nowadays, I can't say I use it much. I don't watch people just live stream for hours. But I do have some fond memories, so I would say a B tier. This is, I believe, Tumblr. This is one that I have personally never really used. Um, I think I kind of associate it. I remember it had like a big controversy because it banned like everything that was sort of adult content at one point, I think, and a lot of people used it for that, I think. But yeah, I can't say I ever really used Tumblr much. So for me, I've never really used it, so it's an F tier for me. Then we have Discord, sort of the voice communication app of choice at the moment. Um, yeah, I use Discord, speak to my friends or whatever, you're playing games or just to speak to them anyway. Yeah, it's useful, you can message on it as well. Kind of just sort of, killed off Skype and that. If anyone was still using Skype, I feel like everyone moved on to Discord sort of nowadays. Uh, you can also, have your text channels as well, so you don't need like a messaging group, you can just do it on Discord, stuff like that. I feel like Discord, yeah, it's pretty good. I think I think it's an S tier for me. It's very useful, keep in contact with your mates mainly. And, just a good voice communication app. This thing, never seen that before in my life. I don't have a clue what that is, but if anyone does know, let me know. I might be missing out on something great, whatever that is. Then we have Pinterest. This is another one that I don't really use much, but every now and again you do kind of, when you're Googling something, you sometimes end up on Pinterest and you find something useful, like someone's wrote down what they did to make something, and you're like, oh yeah, that's interesting, or something, or maybe a recipe or something. So I do occasionally, by proxy, use Pinterest, but I never actually go on Pinterest myself. So yeah, it's not really for me, but it does occasionally come in useful. So I'll say a D. And we have Snapchat. Um, I don't know if anyone still uses Snapchat. I barely used it to start with, ever, to be honest. It's sort of like I think it's only on your phone, as far as I'm aware. It was a lot bigger, like maybe 10 years ago or something. It was like you sent like a short one-off picture thing that like disappeared after 5 seconds or something. So it was kind of like not like it's gimmick, like you could only see it there and it was just a one and done thing. So yeah, I guess it had a unique selling point, I guess. I remember it just sort of came out of nowhere, then everyone seemed to be using it, and then it sort of just died off again. I never really got into it much, but yeah, for me, probably D tier. Then we have TikTok, probably the biggest sort of social media thing, at least in the last couple of years. Absolutely massive. Um, got like your short videos, stuff like that. Kind of like, everyone's moved on from, I guess, the successor to Vine, kind of, but a lot bigger, more successful. Like everyone uses using TikTok. I personally don't really use it much, but because it's just so big, you definitely see just TikTok videos in other places. Like you see like YouTube is uploading the TikToks on like YouTube Shorts and stuff, and like YouTube did the Shorts to try and compete with TikTok, I think, stuff like that. Yeah, you do, and you'll see them on like other social media, people sharing like funny TikToks, whatever. And yeah, there is some good videos on there, but I don't use it personally. So I'd say probably C tier. This is MySpace, sort of one of the older social medias. I never used it. I think it was sort of already on its way out by the time I were, getting into social media. I don't even know if it still exists. I couldn't tell you. I think it probably died out for a reason. But, it was sort of a pioneer. I think it was the first sort of big, well-known one. So, we'll put it in D tier, it's not in the bottom, because it paved the way, I guess. This smiley face thing, no idea what that's representing. Don't know. Let me know again, whatever that is. Then we have Instagram. This is kind of, more personal, it's where you follow your people that you know, and also celebrities as well, I guess. It's just like pictures though and videos, it's kind of like Facebook, but get rid of text, I guess. Instagram, I've never really got an Instagram either. I'm not the biggest social media user, to be honest, but Instagram for me, I feel like it kind of paved the way for maybe like the TikTok and things, like moving into, we don't need text, you just need pictures, videos, whatever. So I think Instagram for me, I don't really use it, but I can see its place. I'll say a C. Then we have, I think this is 4chan. I've never really used 4chan. This is I think it's like a completely anonymous sort of like a forum thing. I think it has a pretty bad reputation, but I'm not really sure. I think like a lot of memes start on 4chan, maybe. I'm not too familiar with it, to be honest. I've never really used it, so for me, I don't really know. I'll put it in F just because of lack of familiarity. And then we have Twitter. Recently, well, quite recently, bought by Elon Musk, but it's still basically the same stuff. Kind of out of these ones on this list, the more sort of professional social media, Donald Trump was tweeting all his presidential things on it, like businesses tweet out things, official updates on Twitter. It's kind of like, other than LinkedIn or something like that, which ain't on here, but it's the more sort of professional on here. I have had a Twitter in the past. I still have a Twitter. I don't use it much. I don't really tweet anything, but I'll go on, maybe look at some news, see what people are talking about, current topics. So I think it definitely has its uses, but it's not my favourite. So I'd say a B tier. Then we have YouTube. I think you can probably guess where I'm going to put this. I obviously like YouTube, I'm doing YouTube videos, watching this on YouTube. I love watching YouTube videos, watch an awful lot of YouTube. Like, most of my sort of enjoyment time is spent just watching things on YouTube. There's so many different things, just videos on literally whatever topic you want. There'll be someone out there who's very good at making videos on it, and you can just watch them. It's great. S tier for me. Facebook. This is one I definitely have used, sort of the first social media I were using, I guess. It's a bit, got a bit of bad reputation these days. It's kind of, for older people, all the younger people have kind of moved on. But, it's the sort of one that your friends, we all like your childhood friends on and stuff like that, your family. Like, like family gatherings, you get notified via Facebook, like, oh, you've been invited to your auntie's birthday or something like that, and you're like, oh, great. But it kind of is still, it still has its uses, even though I don't use it for the actual app anymore. I kind of just use it to keep my life going, like, know what events I've got, like, oh, it's this person's birthday, or, oh, this guy I knew in childhood's doing this now. So for me, Facebook, I think it's still decent, it's definitely useful. I'd say B tier. Then last we have Vine. Definitely gone for a while now as Vine. It's probably been gone for longer than it actually existed now. Kind of like I said, like TikTok. The short 7-second videos, I think it were. Just post them. I think, for me it's just very similar to TikTok. It's basically the same thing, but it had less mainstream success, I think. But I think I probably enjoyed it more personally. But the world as a whole definitely uses TikTok more. But, you know what? I'll put Vine in B. I liked it more. So that was my sort of social media or social networks tier list. Let me know what you think. If you have any tier lists you want to see, feel free to suggest it in the comments. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.